This month marks 20 years since the release of a movie that spawned a generation of tornado chasers. And though you don't want to get your tornado science from the movie, Twister was certainly entertaining and filled with impressive CGI special effects. Released on May 10th, 1996, Twister is Hollywood's version of scientists trying to deploy a data-gathering instrument in the path of a tornado during an outbreak in Oklahoma, all the while competing with a corporate-funded storm-chasing team with a similar device. It vaguely resembles, in much more dramatic fashion, real-life tornado projects, and the device in the movie, named Dorothy, is similar to a real-life instrument called Toto, used in the 1980s by scientists at the National Severe Storms Laboratory. Twister had plenty of big-name stars. The movie featured Helen Hunt, who at that time was in the hit TV show Mad About You, and Bill Paxton, who had just done the blockbuster film Apollo 13. Steven Spielberg was one of Twister's executive producers, while it was co-written by Michael Crichton, whose credits include Jurassic Park and the TV show ER. Twister's special effects garnered Oscar nominations for Best Sound and Best Visual Effects, and the movie was the second highest grossing of 1996, behind Independence Day and just ahead of Mission Impossible. There's a Penn State meteorology connection in the movie. Some of the 3D graphics were done by a company called Earthwatch, founded by meteorology alum Doug Kruhofer, seen here with Steven Spielberg. Doug even had a line in the movie.
Hey, Bryce. What? You better get over here and take a look at this.
That was him saying, "Hey, Bryce, you better get over here and take a look at this." Doug says that he still occasionally gets a royalty from Warner Brothers. Yes, that's a check for 1 cent. A recent list of the 10 best weather scenes in movie history had Twister at number 2, specifically the wild scene when a monster tornado lifts up a semi full of gas and slams it into a pickup truck. And of course, improbably, Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt survive. In case you wondered, number 1 on that list is the final scene from It's a Wonderful Life, when George Bailey runs through the streets of Bedford Falls yelling, "Merry Christmas." But back to Twister. One of the places hit by a tornado in the movie is WxYz, Oklahoma, a real town just south of the Kansas border, population just 300. Today, the big attraction in WxYz is the Twister Museum on Main Street. It may just be coincidence or natural fluctuations, but when I look back at our graduation statistics here in the Department of Meteorology, in the mid-1990s, we averaged around 35 graduates per year. By the early 2000s, when the impact of Twister would have been felt, the average was up to around 60. Stay tuned. The extended forecast is next.